So, hi, I'm Kelly Poulos. I'm here in my home in Northern California, and this is my husband, Jim, with me.
Hello.
And some of you know the name Jim Poulos if you've done the leadership program there at AsiaWorks in Hong Kong. Part of the curriculum is the 4 crucial characteristics to leadership, and this is the guy that wrote those, and they have become really valuable to people all over the world. But today what we want to specifically talk about is this is their 30th anniversary.
Yes.
And I think that we've been with them almost from the beginning.
Yes,
almost.
right. I think AsiaWorks Hong Kong started in, I want to say 93.
Yes.
Our company, Bridgestar, started the following year,
94.
94, and we've been together ever since.
Yeah. So some of you will know this name. Not everyone will, but I think it's important to know his name. Well, 2 names. Chris Gentry, of course, the founder, the one who went over there and started it. And then a year later called his best friend, Jim Cook. And some of you who are watching this may have even had Jim Cook as your basic trainer. And Jim Cook has done trainings all over the world. He was internationally respected and iconic. And Jim and Kathy are dear friends.
Yeah, still in touch with Kathy.
And we love Matt and we love Lexi. But I remember Chris calling Jimmy and saying, I want you to come run this company. And I remember then Jimmy calling me, if you remember, and saying, could you just come over for a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
And I did.
How many years later?
And yeah, I did. And then the rest is history.
Yeah.
But it was the very first city, very first time I had been to Hong Kong. And Hong Kong just had its way with me. I just fell in love. I fell in love with the vibrancy, with the passion, with the commitment to excellence. There was just so much love and generosity that came from the Hong Kong people to me. And I know you've been there a couple of times too. How did you feel about it?
Well, I just fell in love with Hong Kong. I remember Chris was my escort on the first time I went. And keeping up with that guy was a challenge in itself. I mean, he can walk.
I want to say from both Jim and I, and I'm really sorry that Jimmy Cook isn't here, to say congratulations to not just Chris, but a special acknowledgement to Bernard and Miranda, who came in at a challenging time, stepped up, declared that it would be restored to its great glory, and at great sacrifice sometimes to themselves. They have done exactly that. And they have created the AsiaWorks or M.A.D that you know today in alignment with the principles and values that the two of them feel so strongly about. So from Jim and I to you and to Miranda and to Bernard, bravo.
Happy 30th.
Bravo. And to all of you that are sitting here right now, who are probably a lot younger than us, would you presume that?
I would presume that.
Presume that?
Pretty safe.
What I would say to you is, this is your time, and you've got an opportunity in the next 10, 20 years to make the difference that you want to make. And I heartily recommend that you do that in a community of other like-minded people who are also committed. And it's like one of the things we always say is not that time changes things, it's who you're with during that time that changes things.
Yeah, and that could be whether you're remaining in Hong Kong or if life is taking you elsewhere in the world. That's how things grow and expand, because somebody takes it with them and plants that seed and nurtures it and helps it continue to grow wherever they are.
So here's to the next 30 years, and we really do hope to see you next year. Bye-bye.